Croft UK Radio and North Highlands and Islands Radio Morning Show with Rebecca Pickles and the blow-up character 12 Pickles. Also the station manager, Rascal the Dog, the political reporter, Scruffy the Dog, and the show producer, Izzy the Dog. nhir.co.uk and croftukradio.co.uk. Good morning, it's Wednesday, 9 o'clock. It is the 14th of March. And we made it. Thank you very much to Peter Haynes for the breakfast show this morning. That was lovely. And also, good morning to the radio station Power Hits.
Yeah, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Yeah, that's what you can find at powerhits.co.uk. It is good morning to you as well. All right, Aaron Wheeler, morning. Yes, thank you very much for getting in touch yesterday. All right, the blow-up character, Thomas Pickles, he's here. He's a blow-up character and not real. Lives in the middle drawer. Thomas Pickles is called Thomas Pickles, and the reason why you're called Thomas Pickles is why you're called Thomas Pickles.
I've got 12 desks.
Yeah, I certainly do have, yep. All right, well, he's here. Station manager, the boss, also a white poodle that is good morning to Rascal the Dog.
Oh, good morning, Rascal the Dog.
Yes, good morning. Yeah, he'll be here with his Rascal Up fact nuts later. And we have the show chef in this morning, black and grey with a beard. It's Scruffy the Dog. Good morning, Scruffy the Dog.
Oh, yes, it's me. I'll be doing my Truffles later on in the show.
Yes, and the producer of the show, Jack Russell, Izzy the Dog. Good morning, Izzy the Dog.
Oh, good morning, I'm Izzy the Dog.
Yes, good morning. Lovely. Right, okay then. News is next, but before that, would you like to go back to Desk 3, Thomas Pickles?
Okie dokie, let's have a little ramble and then T-Rex with Kate on.
The news with Rebecca Pickles and the blow-up character 12 Pickles on nhir.co.uk and croftukradio.co.uk. Yes, it's 6 minutes past 9. It is Wednesday. It's bin day.
It is, yes.
14th of March. Right, news. Stephen Hawking has popped off. He's gone at the age of 76. I wonder if he went at the same time as Ken Dodd.
No.
No. All right then, fair enough then. Right, okay then. So it is good morning and to Stephen Hawking. Oh, they reckon he transformed the view of the universe as well.
Well, yeah, he did quite a lot to do that,
yeah, right. Another sort of professor, master genius. It is good morning to Nicola Sturgeon, who's the First Minister of Scotland.
Yes. A professor?
I'm sorry?
Is she a professor?
Is she a person?
A professor?
Yes, of course she is.
Oh, is she?
Yes, I've seen the certificates and documents that Nicola Sturgeon has hanging on her wall. Oh. They're not bad.
All right.
I like the ones that are black and grey and got beards around them that were obviously written by Scruffy the Dog.
Oh.
I'm getting a statue of her, you know. Do you mind?
No, not at all.
Yes. In our front drive, there she'll be.
Yep, front drive, just opposite the second gate, about, I would say 3 foot in. That'll look quite good.
Yes, and why would you like it on the second gate, 3 foot in, that would look quite good? Thomas Pickles!
You'll probably get hit by every car that comes past.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Prime Minister Brexit said she's determined to end the deadlock with the Scottish government over what?
Brexit.
Wonderful. She's going to hold meetings with Nicola Sturgeon and also Carvin Jones, who's the First Minister of Wales. That's going to be in Downing Street later. They're not very happy, because they don't know what's going to happen to powers in devolved areas after they return back to the UK, because Prime Minister Brexit wants them, and Scotland and Wales say, no, actually, we should have them. So that'll be fun to see what's going on there then. So that'll be a nice photograph of Nicola to have a little bit later on. I shall look forward to that, Thomas Pickles. Yes, Philip Hammond has given his clearest hint yet that he is prepared to increase spending on the NHS. He's told the reporter...
Well, she said he's going to open his wallet.
Oh, no, he won't do that. Don't be daft.
Oh, that's all right.
No.
I'd hate him to do that.
Yes. No,
We'd never know where to spend the old fivers anyway.
Well, yes. Yeah, no, he says he recognises pressures on more spending on health and other areas as well, so he thinks he's going to go for it then and probably put an extra, well, I don't know really. He could do anything, could he? He'll probably shut it down.
Probably shut the world down, though.
Yeah, well, it didn't happen. I mean, I said to you last night, didn't I? I might not see you today because the Prime Minister had the deadline for midnight, didn't she, for Russia?
It's all right, though, because she's sat there now deciding what she's going to do, and it looks like football is going to be the major thing. Whoopee, fantastic. Who gives a damn?
Yeah, I know, it's weird. Well, she's expected to announce a series of measures against Russia after it failed to meet the deadline, or her deadline, so...
If she can think of anything by dinner time, that is.
She'll probably just send Alex Hammond over there.
Well, the thing is, I mean, it's question time today, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's Prime Minister's questions, yes, you're right.
So anything that is asked about it, she's going to sit there and say, well, we can't tell you until we announce it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're probably right there, actually, yes. Yeah, she'll probably just go over there and say, look, please, can we have a trade deal with you?
More than likely. Yeah. Do you mind if we buy some nuclear weapons off you? Just so we can hurl them back in case.
Yes, right. And the Treasury could be paving the way for the end of 1p and 2p coins.
Yeah, bye-bye to the 99p shops.
Well, it will be, won't it? They have pound shops in Bournemouth, but what...
No, they don't have £1.20 shops in Bournemouth.
Yes, I know, yeah. Yeah, they reckon they might then start waving out 1p and 2p's.
The thing is, I mean, who is going to be better off here? Is it going to be the public or is it going to be the shops?
Oh.
Because
I don't know.
you won't be able to get a 99p item. So anything in the shop which is still priced at 99 pence because it looks better than a pound isn't going to be able to be sold unless you forfeit the penny or they forfeit the penny.
Oh, yes, that's true.
You can't use a credit card or a debit card for a 99p sale.
No.
So...
No, you can't. No. So what happens there then?
So it sounds rather obvious, but the shops are going to gain, aren't they? Because the shops are going to put the price up to either the pound or they're going to take it to the next 5p now, not a penny.
Oh, I see what you mean. So in the end then, well, I suppose you could say that side of the fence will win. Yeah. Oh,
well, they're not going to drop it like 5 pence, are they? Well, 4 pence.
Well, no.
Instead of being a 99p shop, I'm going to say 95p shop.
No, that means, well, for the 1p and 2p's go... Well, when you think about it, when you get a change and then they give you 1p change or even 2p change, what do you actually do with that coin? Because you just think, well, do I stash it all up so I've got loads of those annoying 1 and 2p's in me whatever you can?
Technically, yes, most people do.
They're a pain, aren't they?
Yeah, or throw them away or put them in the charity box or say, oh, it doesn't matter about the penny.
Well, yes, I suppose you could also do it that way, yes. Well, good news. I have some very good news. He's back.
Oh, good. So pleased.
Yes.
Bless his little cotton socks.
Yes, David Cameron. He's back.
Not in our dining room again, is he?
Hey?
Not in the dining room, you don't mean, do you?
Well, he came here for Christmas Day, if you can remember.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You don't mean he's back here, do you?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't checked the dining room this morning. Do you want me to go and have a look?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, positive.
Yeah. Well, last time I saw him and George together, they were doing a Morecambe and Wise act and they were in bed together reading.
Oh, yes, okay, fine.
Unfortunately, it was in our bedroom, but never mind. Right, yes, David Cameron's urged the government to strip aid money from corrupt regimes in order to protect the taxpayer. He introduced the legal requirement for the British government to spend 0.7% of its GDP on foreign aid whilst he was Prime Minister. Oh, those were the happy days, weren't they? We can all remember when he was there. I know. It's just not been the same, has it? How did your Bring Them Back campaign get on in the end? Because I handed it over to you, didn't I?
It's doing fine. I mean, they're coming out on the papers and in the news streams a lot more now.
Oh, I'm so pleased. And the nice thing is I have 3 photographs here of him as well. So I'm yes, that's made my day. And he's wearing this check shirt and tie again. I don't think he's got any trousers on. That's the only worrying thing. But not to worry. Right, okay, then see what else is going on today. Oh dear. Oh, Russia's hit back. That's just come in. UK's threat of measures against Russia over the poisoning of the former spy and his daughter will meet with a response, says Russia. We have really gone back to the 1980s now, haven't we, with this Cold War lark?
We certainly have, yes.
Right laugh, isn't it?
Oh, super, yeah. I can see quite a lot of troubles coming from this somehow. It's now got to the point where it's a stalemate on both sides, I think. You've got May, who was given a threat out for last night at midnight, this morning at midnight, and now nothing's going to happen, nothing's happened at all. What is the point of giving a threat out and saying, if you're not doing it by 12 o'clock, I'm going to do
Nothing.
X, Y or Z? But she doesn't. She sits and says, you've got until 12 o'clock to prove this, that and the other, otherwise, and then stops. You've got Trump, who is sat there saying, do you really want another war? Do you want a nuclear war? Because that's the way you're going.
Oh, he actually said that, did he, Donald Trump?
No, sorry, not Trump. Russian guy. Yeah, whatever they call him.
Alex Salmond.
No, the Russian leader.
Putin.
That's him, yeah. He's sat there threatening all-out war. Type thing, saying, well, you're the one that's going to cause this, so if you want to get ready for it, I'm quite prepared to go that length. He's then, rightly so, I mean, in one respect, if you're accused of something, would you not want to see the proof of what you've been accused of?
Yes.
And he's turned around and said, right, fine. One is, under the terms of the agreements and this, that and the other, you have to tell them 10 days. So you've got to give them 10 days to answer you, which he hasn't. You only give them 24 hours. Secondly, he's turned around and said, yeah, fine, now show us the proof. And let's get this dealt with, let's get it sorted. But we won't show them the proof either. Wonder why? Oh, well, more conspiracy theories may pop out of that one, I'm sure. But you literally got a stalemate on the whole thing now.
Yes, you have.
Each line today is Prime Minister's questions. You know for a fact it is going to be brought up in Prime Minister's questions today.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
And I'm sure it won't be just Jeremy who's asking them. I'm sure there'll be other people asking the same question. And the answer is going to be quite simply, we have a meeting later on in the Security Councils and this, that and the other, and we will decide then what action we are going to take.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, possibly.
Yes. Oh, well, great laugh. Okay, then, morning to Scotland in the Highlands. 12 golden eagles have popped off somewhere in the Highlands. It's been...
Try bottom of the wind the wind turbine things.
Oh, it does make you wonder, doesn't it, if it is connected to that? Well, they're calling it a black hole for satellite-tagged eagles, because they put one of them Chris Packham things from Springwatch on the birds. And they've gone.
Yeah.
They've no idea where they might be. Yeah, so, yeah. Oh, dear. Yes. It's something to do with the Scottish Gamekeepers Association, apparently. Oh, dear. Oh, well, there we go, then.
It is quite like, it tastes like chickens. I don't know why people eat... I'll do that, are you? Ooh, no, it doesn't. No.
Oh, well. Yep. Winter bargain hunters. Apparently pushed sales up last month. Buying clothes. That must actually balance things out, because you know we had that bad weather a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
And they were saying to people, please don't come into work. Please don't, and then they were saying to the bosses, if your employers don't come into work, don't get annoyed with them, all this blah-de-blah stuff. Well, I suppose in the other end, though, there's going to be people that will go oot and a boot and buy clothes for the weather. Is it coming back next week, then, or has it changed?
Well, let's put it this way. If the wind stays as it is now, and it stays in the same directions, yes, it is definitely coming back, and it is the same as the beast from the 80s, another easterly wind that's coming in. Aberdeen have been tweeting out this morning to quite a lot of residents and people saying that be prepared for roughly the same amount of snow as what they had on the beast of the east.
Oh, that's when we were there.
Yeah.
Oh.
It is looking more or less imminent, but bear in mind this is all down to the wind. If the wind alters, then it could alter it drastically, and it could alter a totally different way to what it is now.
Right, so could it actually become the pest from the west?
Well, no, what will actually happen is, say the wind moves, 20 degrees. Without looking at the chart in front of me, I'm not quite sure that, but say about 20 degrees, and it moves itself over to an east northerly or northeasterly wind. East northerly wind.
Yes.
Then it will miss us completely. It'll go straight over the top and round. So we'll be just like Cirtle. We'll just have a circle around the whole of the UK. Maybe Ireland West will get it, if it moves about 20 degrees.
Oh, I see. Right, okay then.
If the wind speed drops, it won't come on Friday. It'll come somewhere around Saturday, Sunday, probably Monday. Also, the fact if the warmer air outwits the colder air, then you just get rain.
Well, you do, don't you? Yeah, that's true. Oh, well.
So there's quite a lot of variables which are actually going into it. But at the moment, yes, it is on. And it's looking very much as though most people will get it on Friday. There is reports today on certain news channels that it's possible it's going to snow today for a while, but more heavy snow starting Thursday. So it could be. It's looking a little bit like, put it this way, wintry showers are definitely going to happen, but it's just how bad is the question.
So could Cock Bridge, good morning to Rascal the dog, could that be slammed shut again? That's providing, of course, it opened.
Cock Bridge is likely to be shut again. I mean, bearing in mind you do have a very high climb on a very narrow road.
Yeah.
So yes, it would be one of the first ones to be shut down. I mean, if you think about it, we complained the other day that when we came over it, they'd opened the top gate but not the bottom gate. In a way, that made good sense, because the track was higher than the Land Rover was that was driving down.
Yes.
But the road was only wide enough for the lorry that was in front of it. He was more or less just getting through the two banks of snow.
Yeah.
Imagine if the bottom gate was open, there was cars waiting to come up. What would have happened in the middle?
But what would happen if he couldn't get any further? He'd have had to reverse all the way back.
You can't reverse on that road.
So what? He'd have just had to sit there, wouldn't he?
You literally have to stay there until a snowplow comes and makes another lane so you can all pass. That is it's technically why the gates are shut off like they were.
Yes. Yeah, well, the photographs are on Fartbook if you want to have a look. There's a great photo there of a snowplow.
It's a snowblower.
Snowblower, that's what I meant, yeah. Yes, on the road. It's lovely, yes. All right, then. The director of pandas has quit Edinburgh Zoo. I like the way they say that, and there's a photograph of the panda, because the panda looks like he's actually the director of the London's Edinburgh Zoo. He's gone. Yeah. He says the breeding programme had been suspended because it didn't work. They never got it on with each other in the end. So they said, right, that's it. There's only one thing we can do then, and that's shut it down. Yeah, so they have. Right, lovely. Okay, then, other exciting things going on today. Oh, yeah. Morning to the NHS. Oh, God, yes. Right, here's the Health Board has been condemned after just 6% of patients suffering from chronic pain saw a specialist within the 18-week target waiting time. Right, between October and December last year, only 200 patients had their first appointment. This is in NHS Ayrshire and Arran. Well, you're quite a generous 12 Days Pickles, aren't you? Because you get quite a lot of letters come in from NHS, don't you?
I get a load of letters from NHS, yeah, bless them.
Yeah, I like it really, because when it's addressed
to... They could really save their budget quite a lot just by not sending me them.
Yeah, makes me laugh really, because when letters come in your name, it's bound to be the NHS. When they come in my name, it's usually a bill.
Yeah.
I know, yeah. I think you've got another one next week lined up, actually. I'll have to check the diary.
Dentist.
But there's another one coming in for you. Yeah, so... well, I suppose it's a nice little hobby, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I've given up with these ear appointments sort of thing now. All I actually do is, every time I get in the car and pass the hospital, I just pull in and just go in and say, I'm here. And they say, what for? I don't know, but you'll be sending me a letter tomorrow.
And they do?
Yeah.
All right, yes. All right, then, tell us because anything else there on desk one?
Right, we've got the thing about the penny, the 2p and the £50 note, which may be abolished. But you've also got a new one which was out yesterday, of course, and that's cash payments to tradesmen should be banned or could be banned in a crackdown on the black economy. Now, this goes for people such as you get into your home and another come in, we've got a burst pipe or something, or the plumber comes down, mends it, I'll be 100 quid, please, mate. And you say, all right, fine, hang on a minute, you get 100 quid out of your wallet and you give him 100 quid, you can't do that. No, technically. Well, you can at the moment, but what they're actually saying is you're not going to be able to. You're going to have to do it through an account.
Right,
so you've got to pay by credit card,
sounds
debit card, or a 30-day account. You have to have a full certified receipt for it from the actual person who's done the work as well. Now,
do you really think that people will stick to that?
No, I don't think they will. I don't see why they should either.
No, you can't.
I mean, we deal in cash all the time. We pay our employees by cash. We pay the people that do work for us by cash, and we go to the shop and buy in cash. You know, yes, we do use cards every now and again if we're doing a big shop or whatever. Then yeah, okay, we might pay by card, or when we buy cars or equipment for work, then it's done by card or through the banks. But any payment, any day-to-day payments are done by cash. Why not? Because somebody tell me what is so wrong with cash.
Well, nothing really.
But they're actually saying that another suggestion to this is that receipts could be made compulsory across Britain for workmen. Now, I've never had a workman working for us yet who hasn't given us a receipt.
No, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, there is some cash in hand ones around. And, if they're doing a gubby job sort of thing, good luck to them. I mean, why not? I mean, if we were out and asked to do a gubby job, I think we'd do a gubby job as well, because you have to do nowadays. If you can earn £1 and you've got to earn it, you can't sit there and say, I can't do it, sorry, that's a gubby job. No, not allowed.
Yeah.
And it's... yeah, all right, a lot of people don't pay tax, but to me, they are going after the smaller person. These are your people that maybe are earning an extra 2, 3, 4, 5 grand a year. Right, the taxman all of a sudden he said, right, we're out then, we're going in for them. Swoop, swoop, swoop. Problem being is, there's all these massive companies who can evade tax and afford to evade tax. And the government just sit there and say, that's all right, yeah, don't worry about them. Yeah, we'll get them another day. I will not bother about them. No, they bring too much money into the country.
Can you remember then, a couple of years ago, when
George?
Aye, here we go again.
No, it's true. I'm not making it up. He got the champagne out, didn't he? Because he actually managed to get Google to pay. What was it, 3 million or something?
Yeah, something like that. When they owed something like about 50 million, yeah, wasn't bad, was it?
Yeah, that's right.
Nice when he can afford to get the champagne out, I suppose. Yeah.
And we got more than the champaign out.
Oh, we did,
They had a complete banquet, didn't they?
Yep. Which cost us probably more money than what the bleeding tax did that he got.
Yeah. Did you go to it in the end? Because I know you got an invite, didn't you?
No, didn't go.
Oh, you didn't go?
No.
Oh, I'm surprised. Oh well, never mind. I know Scruffy the dog went.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah, he took his own food. Because
Yeah.
he cooked Scruffles in the kitchen. Yeah. Oh well, tax and Philip Hammond has called for a deeper look at how technical giants such as Google and Facebook are taxed.
Yeah, well, we'll try taxing them first. It might help.
Yeah, he said there was no need to consider measures such as taxing revenues rather than profits. So he says they're not going to do it, no. He says the government hope to find a solution along with other international partners, including the EU. Oh, good luck with that one.
We're leaving the EU. What's the point of doing... Oh, yeah, I know. Hey.
Never mind, not to worry. Yeah. Right. Oh, I'll tell you what. Do you want to pop back now to desk 3?
Yeah, sure. Let's have a little bit of tea, wine and brass, shall we? With the first one being I think, yes.
Yeah.
Tea, wine and taxi. Here we go.
Croft UK Radio. UK Radio. From the north of Scotland, this is Croft UK Radio and North Highlands and Islands Radio Morning Show with Rebecca Pickles, the blow-up character 12 Des Pickles, the station manager Rascal the Dog, the political reporter Scruffy the Dog, and the show producer Izzy the Dog. Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. nhir.co.uk and croftukradio.co.uk.
Right, it is Wednesday today. Yes, it is bin day. This is also good morning to me mother in Bournemouth. I got away with it last night. I was ever so good.
You did.
I know. I thought
she's got the radio on this morning.
Oh dear. No, that won't be good, will it?
No.
No. No, I managed to, well, let's just say, when I phone her tonight, I'll be saying, well, Mother, I wasn't there last night. The reason why I wasn't there last night is because, well, I wasn't there last night. And let's see if I get away with it.
Oh.
Yes, nice, isn't it? Right, okay then, newspapers. Well, as you probably can imagine and guess, no need to really buy much today because it's going to be all about Russia.
Oh, well, that is very true, yes, yeah.
Yeah. Now, there is an interesting one, actually. It says, for 46 years, UK will pay the Brexit bill until 1964.
That is very true. Much of the Daily Mail is also saying the borders will stay open until 2021.
Yes. The OBR doodah said most of the 37 billion will be paid over the next 5 years, whilst the rest will go on till 2064. And they say the UK will be better off each year from 2021 onwards.
Of course, yes. Oh,
Yeah, that's good, isn't it? Yes. But some people aren't very happy about it.
I'm not really surprised. I mean, it's a bit ridiculous, really.
Well, to pay till 2064, I'm 43 now, and by 2064 I'll be 90.
Yeah.
And they'll still be paying the Brexit bill off. Best for Britain, they've said that they already knew that the cost of Brexit would fall on the shoulders of our children and grandchildren. Now we're told that even our great-grandchildren will have to pay the Brexit bill.
Yeah.
Yes, happy days there, really, isn't it?
I seem to remember somebody in the last election. Well, not actually the last election, but the election before it, the proper election.
2015?
Yeah.
Jokes!
Yeah, who turned around and said, if you want a better world for your children and your children's children, vote for us.
Oh, yeah, he had a thing about saying that, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't quite work out very well, did it?
Well, I want to know what happened to the long-term economic plan.
It turned into a long-term disaster.
Oh, well, never mind.
No, I mean, George has been tweeting out this morning saying
Jokes!
that a lot of what is happening today is what they put in place, and it's working, and it's the only thing that is working.
Yeah.
So, maybe he's got a point. Maybe he does have a point, actually.
Jokes!
Did you get a reply from him when you congratulated him and thanked him for what he'd done for the country?
No.
Did you do it?
No, I forgot.
Oh, good job I did it then, wasn't it?
Jolly good. Did you get a reply?
Yes.
Well done.
I got a nice photograph. I got one of David.
Lots of champagne.
And I got one of...
Jokes!
Yeah, they were in bed together. It was quite nice, yeah. Would you like me to print it out and frame it?
Well, that should be funny.
I could put it in the bedroom wall if you like. That would be quite nice.
Lovely.
Life-size model,
Cool.
how does that sound?
I'd go with the bed sheets and stuff.
Yes. All right, then, Daily Mail. It says, do you really want to kill off the coppers, the 1 and 2 Ps? In our pocket, Philip Hammond. Or was this a PR disaster in the making? That's from the Daily Mail. I get the impression, actually, although the Daily Mail love Prime Minister Brexit, Theresa May, they're not that keen on Philip Hammond, are they?
No, really, no.
Right. The Times. Yes. It says, don't try to intimidate us. Russia warns Britain. I like what they said yesterday. They said the UK thinks it's still in its imperial days. Well, you're not. Right. Spring Statement 2018, that's in the Daily Telegraph. A photograph of Philip Hammond with his red book. He reminds me of Eamon Andrews with that red book. Going to do This Is Your Life.
Well, it probably is.
Yes. Right. Death of second Russian exile triggers new terror probe. That's also in the Daily Telegraph. Menopause medication cuts hot flushes in days. That's there as well. Right, yeah. Metro, it says Putin enemy found dead in London home. That's another one that's popped off.
Yes, another one that was, it's also already spoken out, saying that he was actually on the death list of Putin's. So, there's apparently another 10 in the London area alone who are saying that they are on the list and they're wanting...
How do they know they're on the list?
Probably by things they've done in the past.
Oh dear. Yeah.
You know, there's wanting police protection and stuff like that, but I don't know what's going to happen here. Is it just getting a little bit... I mean, bear in mind, this is 7 days old now. And in 7 days, we haven't really moved on anywhere at all.
Actually, I think it's 10. Yesterday they were saying it was 9 days ago that it happened.
I thought it was 7 days. I'd say it probably is about 10 days ago then. Yeah, but they've not really moved on far, have they?
No, not at all.
Apart from this morning, of course, it's also come out today saying that it is quite possible that the poison was put on the door handles of his BMW. Now, what I don't quite understand there is, if that was the case, how come the policeman got it?
Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Presumably they'll sit there and say, well, the officer went round to check the car or whatever, but I'm not quite... It doesn't seem to add up a great deal.
No, it makes me laugh that they say this substance provokes immediate death, and yet apparently, according to the news reports, they're both still in hospital critically ill.
Well, yeah, and the police officer recovered, so...
Work that one out. Yeah, I think they've popped off myself. Right, Daily Mirror going on about the 1 and 2p's will be probably dropped. Financial Times, it looks like Donald Trump is doing the Macarena. He's got his hands out, and he also looks like he's singing because he's got his mouth open. Yeah. Yes, I know. Yeah, you can see him being the next Fred Astaire, can't you, when he finishes being president?
No.
Philip Hammond proclaims turning point for the economy. That's there as well.
Yeah, putting more people into debt, apparently, according to the majority of the reports I've read this morning. So.
Yes, definitely. Daily Express. Okay. At last, tax cuts are on the way. Philip Hammond says the end of austerity with a £15 billion spending spree. That won't be well liked by a couple of other people that used to work there, will it?
No.
Daily Star says, oh snow, here we go again. It's mentioned a bit earlier on in the show by 12 Pickles. It warns of another beastly blast of freezing rain, gale force winds and snow. Yes, and providing, of course, like 12 Pickles said, the wind goes into the right direction. Okay then, Thomas Pickles, do you have anything else exciting there on desk 9?
Well, Lincoln Cars have decided now that they want to get into the SUV market, so that they've designed a new vehicle, and it's called a Lincoln, whatever it may be, Black Label, apparently. It's the new star of the Lincoln's lineup. It's a sports utility vehicle. It's got lovely plush leather seats. It has a rather massive engine, as a majority of American cars do. It's expected to come over to England in the next 2 or 3 years. One little slight problem with it. It has a price tag of £100,000.
£100,000?
Yes, and they're advertising it as the normal family car. Okay, fine, yes, superb.
That reminds me, actually, because we watched Top Gear last night, didn't we?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was it?
No.
At least I managed to stop awake this week to watch it.
No, you didn't, actually. You did drop off.
Oh, did I? Oh,
yeah.
I thought I might, yeah.
Yeah, you did, actually. I think you'd had enough of things, really, and you thought, that's it. I'm going to fall asleep. I've had enough of it. What? Then they can't grab it, can they, at all? They can't get to grips with that programme, can they? No. Sorry, carry on. What is Pickle? Sorry.
It's all right. I've finished my research.
Oh, you finished? Yeah.
Unless you want to sit there and say that stage has got a gong.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, Sanjeev Gupta presented First Minister with a special commemorative medal cast from the Lochaber aluminium to mark 2 years since the GFG Alliance began investing in Scottish industry.
Oh, yeah.
So I bet you won't be wearing that round her neck. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I'll say that could be on the statue that she wants.
to go swimming, then she could remember.
Well, she wants to erect it, doesn't she?
Pardon?
The statue.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah, she wants. Apparently she's going for a gold-plated one. So that's nice. Oh, a few good mornings to go out. It's morning to Damien, Andrew, Diane, Tony and Katie. And if I have missed anyone else out, I'm sorry. Morning to all of you. And also, we're on powerhits.co.uk as well this morning.
Oh, we are, yes.
Yes. Yeah, so that's good. And no buffering.
At the moment.
I know, well, we're still only on one stream at the moment. I daren't do any more than that, otherwise the whole studio could explode. In fact, all the lights would probably go out in Scotland. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and people will think it's Russia. It's like, no, it's not Russia. It's Thomas Pickles and Rebecca Pickles trying to add another stream to the radio show. Yeah, that's it. That'd be us done and dusted, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Okay then, lovely. Let's just see. Oh dear, yes. Good morning to X-ray machines. A woman was at the airport. This is in China. She had a purse with her and a few bits of hand luggage. She was. Hey?
That probably set it off.
Well, you have to put it through the X-ray machine, and she was asked, "Can you please put it through the X-ray machine?" But because she had quite a bit of money in her purse, she was a bit worried, thinking, "What if I put it in the X-ray machine and it doesn't come out the other end?"
You can see them go through.
Yes, you can see them go through.
It's only about as long as our desk in the studio here, and you put it in one end and you can literally watch it go. In fact, you can see the content of your case as well on the screen.
You can. Yeah, we've also got an X-ray machine at our front door, so when people walk in, we've got a nice little screen, haven't we?
We send them letters from the NHS.
We certainly do, yeah. Brilliant. Right, yeah, well, this woman then in China was worried about losing her money through the X-ray machine, so she also went through the X-ray machine herself, holding her purse. Yeah, no. You're not supposed to do it,
no, you're not.
But she did. Yeah. The video shows her on the screen, then merging from the device, and inside the screen of the X-ray, you could actually see her there. Yes, she did it, but they weren't too happy with her. They said, "Well, no, actually, you shouldn't really probably do that," but she did. Alright, okay. What airline have you travelled with mostly?
Mostly EasyJet. No, it's not. It's the other one. Ryanair.
Yeah.
I've never been on EasyJet.
No. Well, Ryanair then, they've brought out this thing that families have just 1 in 17,000 chance of sitting together on a flight unless they pay extra.
It's absolutely poppycock, actually. But it's only £4 anyway. If you want to ensure that you've got a seat next to each other, it's £4. British Airways actually charge about 7 times that amount in order to get a seat next to each other. What's the guaranteed seat next to each other? But Ryanair work on simple principles. You buy a seat, you go down and you accumulate in the lounge or whatever it may be. Now, disabled people and people that have got health problems and people with children can go on board first. Right, so they get front of the queue type of thing and they get siphoned out onto the plane. And then the rest of it is a free-for-all, basically. And when you get on the plane, there's 2 doors always open on the plane. There's the front and the back door. And 9 out of 10 times you can sit whatever you want on that plane, there's no problem.
Right, yes.
I would defy anybody who sits there and says, "Well, I got on the plane and I couldn't sit next to a wife, she was at front and I was at back." I had the best flight ever. But
that's a hint.
You would sort of defy them because you would think, well, either one is you were right at the very back of the queue and it happened to be a full plane, or you actually went through 2 different doors. Because it generally speaking, I've never ever seen anybody on one of their flights who have had a problem sitting next to their friends, relatives, lovers, whatever it may be.
It'd be quite horrifying, really. I mean, if just say you were on a 14 or 15 hour flight and then you find out one of you's at the front and the other one's of you at the back. No, that wouldn't be good, would it? But you say that's very unlikely to happen.
It is likely to happen, yeah, but then again, if you want to ensure that you're sat next to each other, it's £4. You can't even buy a cup of coffee on the aircraft for £4.
Yeah, according to Moneyman, it's gone up to 15. Apparently, but it's worth it, isn't it? Like you said.
It's 1.5 cups of coffee then.
Huh?
It's 1.5 cups of coffee.
It probably is. Yes, you're right there, Thomas Pickles.
Not just on Ryanair flights, of course. That's on any flight. Yeah. Unless you have to go business class, of course, with BA, then it's about £50.
Oh. Yeah. Oh well. Oh, good laugh, isn't it? Yeah. Right.
Somebody once worked out, business class. On not just British Airways, on other makes as well, like Virgins and all this sort of do the business class. You get a free glass of champagne when you sit down.
Oh, right, okay.
Somebody once worked out the difference between everything that you get in the first class and what you get in economy. And when it was all broken down, it worked out this here glass of champagne actually cost you nearly 200 quid.
Just one glass of champagne?
Yeah.
Right, how did it manage to do that then?
Well, it's in the difference of the prices between one place and another place. So extra legroom,
right.
that was broken down in prices, and then it was put into a hierarchy and said, well, extra legroom is the reason why a lot of people travel on first class, because we've got better rooms to spread out, wider seats, comfy seats and stuff like this. And that was category 1, so that would cost them an extra couple of £100 type of thing. Then down to drinks and eateries and stuff like this at the bottom of the list, it would cost X amount. So it worked out of 200 quid more or less for a glass of champagne.
Ew. Oh well. Bring
But
your own. Can't you bring your own and do a Ralph?
Probably, yeah. No, it's illegal. I mean, the thing was, quite a while ago, there was that thing on British Airways where they saved themselves so many £1 million. And they did that simply by removing one olive out of the meal.
Oh, right.
I could have saved millions then, in that case, because I don't like olives. So every time I got an olive on any meal, I'd sling it away anyway.
Well, I know they always send a complimentary olive with your NHS invitation letters.
I'm sure they do, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Lovely. Right. Okay. Coming up very shortly, just after 10 o'clock, they're going to be here.
They are, yes.
Talking about the boss, the station manager, also known as Cock of the North. He called him that himself. White Poodle. Rascal the dog. He's going to be here with his rascal at Factlets.
I'm here, Betty.
Oh, God, he's already here. The other one's here, isn't he?
Oh, yes, Scruffy the dog, that's me. Black and grey with a beard, and I do ballroom dancing.
Yes, you certainly do, yeah. But he's going to be doing a meal, isn't he, again? He does his daily meal on the show. You've got a nice name for your feature, haven't you, Scruffy the dog?
Yes, it's called Scruffles Truffles.
And we've also got the Jack Russell, Izzy the dog, the producer of the show, in bed. Good morning, Izzy the dog.
Good morning, I'm Izzy the dog.
Yes, good morning to you. So they're all going to be here very soon after the next Desk 3, which is what? What is Pickles?
Oh, well, I think we'll have a little bit of Sinead, the modern girl.
Welcome live on the Croft UK Radio and North Highlands and Islands Radio Morning Show. The station manager and the boss, Rascal the dog, otherwise known as Cock of the North, Scruffy the dog, who's the chef and the show reporter, and Izzy the dog, the show producer and scientist.
Yes, we're here.
Yes, good morning to Scruffy the dog.
Yes, black and grey with a beard, and I do ballroom dancing. Good morning, Rascal the dog.
Good morning, Scruffy the dog. Cock of the dog, Rascal the dog, and I'm a white poodle.
And I'm Izzy the dog. I'm the show producer, and I'm a Jack Russell. Lovely, right, they're all here then, that's good to know. Right, over to Rascal the dog then with your rascal at Factlets.
Right, I'm off now. Did you know that reading while sunbathing makes you, well, red?
Did you know that a pessimist's blood type is always B-?
Here's another one, Scruffy the dog. What goes up and down but never moves?
I don't know, Rascal the dog. What goes up and down but never moves?
The stairs.
Did you know, about a month before he popped off, my uncle had his back covered in lard? Yes.
Oh yeah, after that he went downhill fast.
I've got one. Oh God, Izzy the dog's got one. What have you got there, Izzy the dog? Doctor, there's a patient on line 1 that says he's invisible.
Well tell him I can't see him right now.
Did you know that I just found out I'm colourblind? The diagnosis came completely out of the purple.
Rascal the dog, I've got another one. I saw an advert for burial plots. I thought to myself, oh, that's the last thing I need.
Well, here's another one. Oh, this one will be for Scruffy the dog with your dancing. Over to Scruffy the dog.
Oh, thank you, Rascal the dog. I was addicted to the hokey cokey. Yes, but thankfully I turned myself around.
Oh dear, what are they up to now? I've just seen them move desks. Where are you now, Scruffy, Rascal, and Izzy the dog?
Yes, I'm on the Christmas countdown clock.
Oh, you on the Christmas countdown clock?
Yes.
Go on then, over to Scruffy the dog with the Christmas countdown clock.
Yes, Christmas Day this year, December the 25th. Yes, 285 days, 13 hours, 51 minutes and 5 seconds till Christmas Day. Yes, I believe you have one. Izzy the dog.
I've got the countdown to Easter.
Oh, countdown to Easter. Izzy the dog.
Izzy the dog, right? Easter is 1st of April. 17 days, 13 hours, 50 minutes and 44 seconds till Easter Day. Oh, yeah, not long now then.
I've got one.
Oh, what have you got there, Rascal the dog?
I've got the countdown to Brexit. March the 29th, 2019. 380 days, 12 hours, 50 minutes and 21 seconds till Brexit.
They're just heading out the studio now, and they're going down the corridor to the kitchen. The studio, Croft UK Radio kitchen. I can just see them. Yeah. Did I tell you I put a screen monitor out to have this Pickles?
No.
Yeah, I did, so I can follow what they're doing. I've also put a button on the kitchen door, so I have to let them in.
Oh, jolly good.
I have many endless funs with that. So, are you there, Scruffy, Rascal and Izzy the dog?
Just coming into the kitchen now. Yes, we'll just come through the door. Yes, we're here. Yes, we're in the kitchen.
You are in the kitchen. Jolly good then. What are you cooking today, Scruffy, Rascal and Izzy the dog?
Today, it's chicken casserole provençal.
Oh, alright then, yeah.
Over to Rascal the dog.
Oh, thank you, Scruffy the dog. You need 4 chicken leg joints, 2 tablespoonfuls of olive oil. What else do you need, Izzy the dog?
You need 1 large red onion cut into wedges
and chopped into chunks.
You also need 1 large green pepper,
descended and thickly sliced. Oh, well done, Izzy the dog. She's doing well this morning.
She is, yeah.
Anything else there, Rascal the dog?
Yes, Scruffy the dog. You need 1 aubergine,
chopped into chunks.
2 garlic cloves,
chopped into chunks.
4 ounces of canned plum tomatoes.
You also need 8 black olives.
Salted pepper.
And crusty bread or cooked polenta to serve. Yes. Right, over to Rascal the dog.
Thank you, Scruffy the dog. Trim excess fat from the chicken and season well with salt and pepper.
Over to the oven. Heat half the oil in a flame-proof casserole or wide saucepan.
Add the chicken and fry over a fairly high heat. Don't forget to turn occasionally for 6 minutes.
Add the remaining oil, the onion,
the green pepper
and aubergine to the casserole.
And fry, stirring frequently
for 5 minutes. Stir in the garlic.
Return the chicken to the casserole.
And add the tomatoes and olives. Yes.
Bring to the boil.
Then reduce the heat to low.
Cover and simmer very gently for 50 minutes.
Until the vegetables and chicken are tender.
And the juice runs clear when the skewer is inserted in the thickest part of the meat. What's next, Scruffy the dog?
Rascal the dog, then you adjust the seasoning to taste and serve the casserole hot with bread. Yes. And what do you have there, Rascal the dog?
You have chicken and casserole provençal, Scruffy the dog.
Oh, lovely. Well done, yes.
Sounds Nice.
It does, all three of them there. Thank you very much. Right, I don't think I dare ask this, but I'm going to anyway because it's Wednesday. So, Scruffy the dog, being the reporter of the show, what are you up to today?
Oh, yes, I checked my diary this morning. Busy day, busy day.
Oh, right, what are you doing?
Prime Minister's questions.
You're doing it?
Yes.
Oh, you're doing it?
Yes.
Right. What exactly are you going to be doing then?
Well, you know this button that the Prime Minister Brexit wants to press for Russia?
Yeah, oh no. Oh God, what are you doing with it?
Well, let's just say I'm changing its colour. The button for Russia is going to be black and grey with a beard.
Lovely, yeah. Right, you are back tomorrow though, aren't you?
Yes, we're back tomorrow, aren't we? Rascal the dog.
We are Scruffy the dog, aren't we? Izzy the dog.
Yes, we are back tomorrow.
Yes, so for now, it's all goodbye everybody, oh goodbye.
This is Croft UK Radio and North Highlands and Islands Radio, your distant local radio stations, nhir.co.uk and croftukradio.co.uk.
Good morning, I'm Rebecca Pickles, the blow-up character. 12 Des Pickles is here as well. Right, you said, am I ready for another one? What another one is it that you're talking about?
Well, today is no smoking day, but it's also pie day.
Pie day?
Yes, as in a mathematical equation, pie.
Oh, yeah, good morning to Rascal the dog.
Cock of the North.
Oh, Cock of the North, yes. Pie day, maths day.
Maths day.
Oh, okay, right. What does that actually...
mean 3.
It means 3.
2.
Oh no. Oh no. Rascal the dog, he's at it again.
He is.
He certainly is, yeah. Good morning to Rascal the dog. He's a white poodle. Yeah, lovely. Right. Oh, so then, if it's pie day, what are you supposed to do with pies?
It's just a thingy to show you that it's pie day, so that, to make you aware that there is such a thing as pie, and for schools to have a nice maths lesson today.
Oh, lovely. Maths lessons.
But apparently it's also been accumulated with pie, as in a pie. Steak in the pies and stuff like that.
Steak and
pot pie. Where's my pot pies? Because there's top pot pies I know. I have my basket. Alright.
Well, it depends actually what sort of pies you're talking about. Is it any kind of pie?
Any type of pie, yes. Strangely enough, right, Time magazine is today showing that it's Pie Day, and they're sort of joining it together with pies. And guess what?
What?
They have a picture of a pizza. Why? It's American, isn't it? Of course it is. Stupid. Yes.
Oh dear. Yeah.
So there you go, yes. But it has been accumulated with Pie Day.
Right. Yeah.
Steak in it, bad. Pot pie. Hey, pot pies.
Yeah, nice. Oh well then, jolly good. So that's today then. Right, self-flying taxis are going to become available shortly. Not long now. They're going to be able to travel at 110 mile an hour. Yeah, and you'll be able to do it yourself.
You can? Jolly good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funded by Google. That was a nice one. Takes off and lands vertically. And it's going to enable customers to have a similar to an airline or a ride share. And you'll be able to really get in the plane and think, right, okay then, I need to go down the road. Can't walk, need a taxi. I know, I'll use an aeroplane.
Yes.
They're going to be starting it off in New Zealand at the moment. So it's not long now, that's what they're going to do. How long is it going to be? Like at the moment, if you want to get to, for example, Australia from the UK, you're looking at a good, 19, 20 hours to get there. With a possible break-up in between. How long is it going to...
Bangkok normally.
Is it? How long is it going to be then till it only takes 10 minutes to get from UK to Australia?
Well, it's not going to be that long before it'll only take 2.5 hours, 3 hours, because we've got the new supersonic, which is something which is loosely based on the Concorde. But the Concorde, of course, was invented in England and France, and so it had to go from the market because it was associated with England. But this new one is an American design, I think it's Boeing's, and they reckon that you could actually get from UK, from London, down to Australia within about 2 to 3 hours.
Oh, they are bringing this one out then?
4 hours.
I don't know.
It could be about an hour or something to America and 4 hours to Australia.
You'd be waiting longer at the airport than you will on the actual trip then.
You probably would, yeah.
Oh, right, so they are thinking about bringing this thing out where it's only going to take about 4 hours.
Yeah.
Is this the one that's going into space and it flies out of orbit?
No, this is totally different, this one.
Oh, this is totally different?
Yeah, it's loosely based on that one. It's got the same type of engines as that one.
Fun.
No,
Yeah.
it's nothing like the one that goes into space.
Right, so when's that one coming out then, does it say?
Well, it was introduced last year, and it was supposedly doing its flight tests and stuff last year, so I would think it'll be any time in the next couple of years.
Yeah, well, think how many breakfast meals you can have by flying that quickly to different parts of the planet.
It could, wouldn't it?
Oh, it would be good, yes.
Every time you look at your watch, breakfast time. Cornflakes, yeah, I think I've got time. Look, it's still breakfast time. Bacon, eggs? Yes, okay. Breakfast time again. How about a muffin, please?
My mother would love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how she used to plan her life, wasn't it, each day? It was just between meals. She was either preparing it, eating it,
Yeah.
or putting the dishes away, or preparing another meal. And it was very difficult to get her in between meals. Because every time she was doing something to do with her meal, she used to tell people to go away.
Yeah.
Then she wondered why she got no visitors. So it's going to be very similar, really. If you thought thinking like that, I could get her something like that for her birthday next year. Right, Mother, I've got you a birthday present. You know how you like eating. Oh, no, I'm not doing that. Oh, no. Well, tough. I'm going to take you around the world and you'll be able to eat as many breakfasts as you like. I don't know whether or not she'll go for the bird seed. Again or not. No, probably not. Yeah. Oh, well, then, never mind. Jolly good stuff. Right, OK, then. It is good morning to universities. A group says that the government's review of tuition fees in England should make a priority of finding ways to attract more mature students.
Oh.
Yes, I reckon a lot of people are losing out because once they get over the age of 21, they don't do it anymore.
No.
So they're looking at doing that one, so that's nice for it, isn't it? Right, yeah, anything else on desk 10?
Yeah, this one is rather sort of... Actually, it's a public announcement, this one. Good heavens, me doing a public announcement. Right, if your child has head ice and you're being advised by your schools, pharmacy or wherever to buy a thing called Headrin. It is a head ice lotion and it's used on thousands and thousands of children as it's been recommended by schools, healthcares and nurses, doctors, etc. There is apparently now a very slight chance that it could catch fire.
Oh God.
Right, it's one of 3 brands of head ice lotion which could catch fire. Experts are warning today. If you happen to go past anybody who's smoking a cigarette and you just put the stuff on, it is likely to burst into flames. Now, it isn't just a sort of a threat type of thing or whatever, a warning. It has actually happened on quite a few occasions. Now, these bottles cost £12 apparently for a 150ml bottle, but they are the most prescribed lice liquid that there is as well. And there's been up to date 12 incidents where hair has suddenly burst into flames. Now the full marks and NIDA ones have also had 2 warnings of fire as well, because 2 children have burst into flames as well. And it does say that most cases involve youngsters injured when an adult lit a cigarette near them, or if they stood in front of an open fire, or any type of naked flame. Yeah, now one woman was left with scars for life after bending down to adjust a gas fire.
Really?
Yeah, so they are warning you that if you do have this treatment, you can take it back to the chemist and they'll give you your money back. But at the moment, there is only quite a few brands apparently available in chemists and stuff which don't have something in it which can ignite.
Oh, blimey, good grief, yeah. In other words, don't put it on your head, really, isn't it? Really?
Apparently, according to this article here, it was first warned of the risk in 2007.
But they didn't do anything about it.
Well, apparently not, no. Yeah.
Oh, that was clever, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, God, okay. Oh. Dorset. Now, I find this one of the most ridiculous doodahs ever going. Homeless people and people that are begging on the street The council is going to fine them up to £100 for doing it.
What's the point? Somebody tell me what the point is.
Well, that means they're going to have to beg even more for £100 to pay the fine.
Yeah.
Before they can even have the money to do whatever it is they need to do to survive on. And it is Paul in Dorset that's going to be doing this.
Well, Paul's shut anyway, isn't it?
It's what?
Shut.
Yeah. Well, the Bishop of Sherborne stepped in last month, and the residents did, saying, look, this is just not on. So the council put it on hold and said, all right then, we'll have another think about it. They had a thought about it.
Had a thought.
And they said, yes, we're still going to do it. So it starts on the 16th of April. Yeah. So under the rules, fines could also be given to those found sleeping in car parks and doorways. How on earth are they going to put this into practice? That just doesn't make sense. How can you fine someone £100 when they haven't got anything at all? What will they do to them? I mean, will they kill them? Will they take their clothes off them? What will they do?
There's not all they can do, is there, really, unless they're going to lock them up. But, the silly thing is, one thing leads to another. I mean, you find somebody on the street who's homeless, genuinely homeless, and you find them for begging or whatever. That gives them a fine. Now, if they go back out onto the street again and now they beg again, then they've recommitted the same offence, which will look down a little bit hard on them. But if they can't afford to pay the fine, then they'll go back to court for not paying the fine. That way they'll be 9 out of 10 times offered on the first, second, third time into court, chances to pay the fine off at small instalments or whatever. After that time, then they spend a certain amount in prison. Great way to get people off the street. But let's face it, what prison can you lock people up in nowadays? They're all full. So if you're going to fill the prisons with homeless people, then you're going to have a slight problem when it comes down to the real criminals, if you want to put it that way.
Well, it'll just end up becoming a hostel for people, won't it, really? That's all it'll end up doing. Right. Now, you know Theresa May tried to bring this thing in during the general election about making voters show photo ID at polling stations to prevent fraud. Yes, it's going to put people off voting.
Fancy that?
Yes. Well,
so they're going to scrap that idea?
Well, if
you tell you can vote twice instead.
I know. Who's going to bother farting around trying to find a photo ID just to go down and tick a box?
It's very true.
Apparently that's why they've never done it before, because it deters people from actually putting in the effort to go down there. But Theresa May wanted to bring it in.
Yeah, a little bit like they brought in this here controversial vote for free school meals in the height of all this here Russian stuff.
Yeah. Right, well, there's been a lot of people against it anyway, but the scheme is being trialled in 5 areas at the 3rd of May's local elections. More than 40 campaign groups have written calling for this to be scrapped, saying it's just not going to work. It says somebody's vote was a crime and the integrity of elections has to be protected. But they're saying, well, if you start doing this, people are just not going to bother to vote. Well, you can't really blame them, can you? But Woking and Swindon, they're going to ask you to produce a driving licence or a bus pass or passport if you want to go in and vote. So you still got to take your polling card with you, but you've got to take all this other bureaucratic stuff now. In Bromley, they want 2 forms of ID, a bank statement or birth certificate, as long as it's got your address on it. Yes. The same goes in Gosport, where you can also apply for an electoral identity letter. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, they even want a valid credit or debit card. This is just to go and vote. I think this is going to put a lot of people off. Don't you?
True, yes.
I mean, to be quite honest, it'll put me off.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't...
Well, I will tend to sit there and think, I need sort of ID to do everything else nowadays, and you need DNA blood samples and stuff like that to do certain things. And you tend to sit there and think, so why go through the hassle when it's something I don't really need to do anyway, so... I
know, the only thing I think is, I wouldn't be surprised if Theresa May brings voting in as compulsory. You have to do it. I can see her bringing something like that in as well.
But that would be a foolish thing to do.
I can see it.
It really would be a foolish thing to do.
Yeah. So not only have you got to take a briefcase with you with a folder full of ID, but you're also forced to do it as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Makes me laugh. But when we ever go to anything like that, I have a big briefcase, don't I? The only thing I don't.
Yes.
Yeah. The only thing not in there is the kitchen sink and the bath. And it's full of ID. It's a folder. It's got as much stuff in there I could think of. And I went somewhere, didn't I? Last year.
Yes.
And I produced the briefcase with a folder of ID.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do it. Why? Because I didn't have a particular document with me. And I had to go home and try and find it. I thought, marvellous, I've got about 100 pages here, including passport, including driving licence, everything. And I still couldn't do it. Yes, I know. Never mind. Yeah, so that's what Theresa May's hoping to bring in anyway. Yeah. Oh, God. Right, anything there on desk 11? Todd Pickles.
Okie dokie then, right. If you bought anything in a shop and your other partner, whatever, doesn't like it, but put it out on display because they did or you did, and then when they pop off, you think, that's great, I can get rid of it now.
Oh, I see, yes. I know what you mean.
And you stuck it away. Put it into the loft or wherever she might have stuck this here thing. It was actually a piece of pottery. It was bought for £250. And for 5 years, it just held captive in a cupboard somewhere. Has been too ugly. Then one day it's like, I will just get rid of it, I think. Yeah, just flog it. So it went to auction. And experts turn around and says, very nice piece, huh? Yeah. We should raise about £200,000 off it.
Right, yes.
What? Sell it, get rid of it. Actually sold for £381,000.
Oh, and what was it again?
It was technically a vase, but it's just like a little pottery ornament. Yeah. I think we broke ours.
Yeah. Mind you, that is one thing when an elderly relative pops off. A lot of people do things, don't they, for the sake of the relative. For example, there might be family members that you don't really want to keep in touch with, but you think, no, I'm going to keep in touch with them because whoever it is, the elderly relative, would be upset if I don't. And then as soon as that elderly relative pops off, the whole sort of dynamics of it change, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the same like you just said with ornaments and stuff that's in the house. You think, well, I've got to keep it there because they want it. But when they pop off, that thing is going. Yes. So Todd Pickles, if I popped off before you and you could get rid of anything in the house because I'm no longer here, what would you choose and why would you choose it, Todd Pickles?
Oh, I can't really think of anything, actually.
What about the photograph of me mother on the mantelpiece?
No, that's fine. I could see the body, maybe. I mean, just heads out to the door.
Yeah, I know. I am actually. If she does pop off before us, which to be honest I quite doubt, but I'm going to go down to Bournemouth, aren't I?
You are.
And on the roof rack, I'm going to stick the box on it, bring her back up here to Scotland. And then that armchair that's in the office, the spare one, you know, the one that you declapsed.
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to put it back together again, and I'm going to stick her in it.
Yes, cool.
Yeah, but to be fair, I'll give you a mask as well, because when it starts stinking a bit, you don't really want it, you know, in the house, do you, really? But
No.
Yeah. No, if you stay in a room long enough, the smell goes. Because your senses get used to it.
Yes.
So that would cure that problem. Might take half an hour or something just to get used to it, but once that's happened, then you'll be fine. Yes, that's my plan anyway. I haven't told her yet, but that's what I'm actually going to do if I can do it. Yes, right, okay. Another stuff. Oh dear. Oh, we are in a mess, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're even way down the list of the happiest nation as well.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
No.
Let me guess, the number one is a Scandinavian country like Denmark or Norway. They usually get to the top, don't they?
Yeah, go on, name another one.
Denmark, Norway, Finland,
There you go.
Sweden.
You've got the first three places, only the wrong way around. It's number 1 is Finland, number 2 is Norway, and number 3 is Denmark.
Yes.
Number 4 is Iceland, number 5 is Switzerland, number 6 is the Netherlands, number 7 is Canada, number 8 is New Zealand, number 9 is Sweden, and number 10 is Australia.
Right.
I'm still actually trying to find out where the UK is in this list.
Probably not there.
Well, they've got America in at the 18th, which is down from the 14th place. But they don't seem to be putting UK on it anywhere. It's vanished.
We're probably too far down.
Probably, yeah. Well, there you go.
Yes.
Judging by this, we're not even in the top 20 anymore.
No. Well, shock horror. I'm not surprised, really. Alright, okay then. It is now 10:37. Listening to Croft UK Radio, North Highlands and Islands Radio, and it's also good morning to powerhits.co.uk
Yeah,
as
good
well.
morning, everybody. Good morning.
Right, Dr. Pickles, would you like now to float back then to desk 3?
Okay, then. Let's have a little bit of... let's go to Slate now, shall we? Because I love you.
You're listening to the Croft UK Radio and North Highlands and Islands Radio Morning Show with Rebecca Pickles and the blow-up character 12 Pickles. Also the station manager, Rascal the Dog, the political reporter, Scruffy the Dog, and the show producer, Izzy the Dog. nhir.co.uk and croftukradio.co.uk.
Right, yes, good morning. Oh, by the way, this is a goat.
A goat.
Yeah, he's been arrested
Goat has been arrested.
in India for eating a judge's lawn.
I thought he was maybe kidding around.
Oh, very good. Well done. You can have points for that. He faces charges of trespass and causes to damage of his property. Yes. So they actually arrested the goat and put him in custody.
Not in custard.
No. No, they put the goat behind bars and arrested him. Yeah, then they gave him a fine. The goat. Yeah, 100 quid. So that was nice for them, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
Yeah.
So the goat has to pay 100 quid.
Yes.
I'm not even going to judge to think how it's going to get 100 quid. There you go.
Yeah. Right, what about this one then? Talking of goats, a man who lived for a goat for a year. Thoroughly enjoyed himself. He said it was very special and I recommend anybody to do it.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Whatever turned you on, I suppose.
Well, it probably did. Yeah, he used prosthetic limbs.
Pardon?
Prosthetic limbs.
Right.
Yeah, with hooves and back legs too, so he could get the full experience of living like a goat.
Right.
And he lived on the
Okay.
field with the goats. Yes.
Some people do the strangest things.
They do. He wrote a book. He says how to take a holiday from being a human being after becoming disillusioned with life.
Well, I can quite understand that. But, yeah. Strange.
Yeah, he says he remembers when he was a kid at school that he thought, well, now then, if I was a cat,
No, a putty cat, I'd be purring now.
I wouldn't have to go to school. That's what he used to say. Yes, and whilst we're on the subject of animals, in New Zealand, when they had a lot of rain,
Yeah.
a farmer decided to take a photograph of the sheep. And the sheep were very kind, because on top of the sheep's backs were a couple of rabbits. And they were taking them to safety and riding them along a little bit, you know, like a taxi, really, for rabbits. And there's some nice photographs here. Yeah, it's quite sweet, really. Yeah, so it's, I don't know whether they gave them a bill afterwards and threw an invoice at them. That's what they did. Right, yes. Oh, God. Bacon King.
Bacon King.
Yes, done in Burger King. It's come up with an even bigger burger.
This is to go in competition, I presume, with McDonald's.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it is. It's a 2/4 pound burger with 8 slices of bacon.
Yeah, this always worries me when they sit there and say it's got 8 slices of bacon in it, because if you go to proprietary supermarkets, and let's use Tesco as an example here, and you buy a pack of bacon. I want to know how they manage to get that bacon so thin that you can take the bacon out, put it on a newspaper and still read the newspaper.
Somebody's very clever, aren't they, how they cut that one up?
Yeah, so let's say you get 8 strips of that together, you've got about the normal size of a normal rasher of bacon. Or the Yorkshire size of a piece of bacon anyway, put it that way.
Certainly have, yeah.
It sort of gets me a little bit. I mean, you go to some places. I mean, we use a couple of hotspots when we're out about for something to eat or whatever. And if you order a bacon egg sandwich, you get nice thick bacon, tenderly cut and cooked, and this that, the other, with a nice runny egg and what have you. But some of them you go to when you order a bacon butty, and it's got 2 rashers of bacon inside it, and you open it up and look at it and think, well, hang on a minute, I'm not going to taste that bacon. Do you want tomato sauce? I'm not burning, otherwise I've got a tomato sauce sandwich.
Oh, right, yeah.
You know, and it's bacon and stuff like that is getting so thin. There was a case yesterday where people were showing you again Tesco, not just picking on Tesco, because other supermarkets do this. I know it's Corporate doing the same thing as well. But you buy, say, 2 gammon steaks, it comes in a pretty decent sized packaging with the gammon steak sticker down the middle. And you think, actually, that looks quite nice, it looks quite good, that. And you get it home, take the cellophane and stuff off, and inside is 1 piece of gammon steak to the left, 1 piece of gammon steak to the right, and right where the label was is big empty space.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, and Tesco have been pulled up about it yesterday with pork and fish, I think it was. Sorry, beef and fish. We pulled up yesterday with that, saying they were doing exactly the same thing. The fish one was a longish thing, say, around the size of an A5 pad, and the piece of fish was at the left-hand side of it. And so if you held it, held it on its side, so you've got a longer piece of page, and you've got the fish at one side of it, then you've got the label down the right. But when you take the label off, there's nothing under it.
Yeah.
So you've got this piece of fish which is showing to the left, which is about 1 inch wide. You know, and it's one of these things where packaging nowadays appears to be overtaking the commodity that you're buying.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right there. Yeah, you do get this packaging and think, ooh, that's nice. And like you say, until you open it. But, as you've just said, they're shrinking all the time.
Oh, they are shrinking.
And they suddenly, the next thing, there'll be an empty packet of food and, and there'll be nothing in it.
Yeah, either a crumb.
Yeah.
Well, let's face it, that's the way the government wants us to eat anyway, just by a crumb.
George!
Yeah, right, fine.
Right. Well then, they're saying now by the mid-2020s taxes will need to rise by £30 billion a year. That's if they want to keep spending constant and balance its books.
Really?
Yes, they said with the dismal productivity, earnings and GDP growth, it's become the new normal because we are now the slowest growing economy in the G7, whilst we once was the fastest.
I take it this is coming from the far left.
Oh, probably. No, it's the Institute for Fiscal Studies.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, strange, because the Institute of Fiscal Studies yesterday said that we're doing very well and we ought to reduce taxes within 12 to 24 months. So
that sounds like they've changed their mind then. Yes. Well, Philip Hammond was quite... he says he was quite positive yesterday as he did this spring statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, for the first time in... quite a long time. I never
watched it.
No, I never watched it. No, it passed me by yesterday afternoon, I must admit. Now, had it still been
George!
Oh, I'm sure you'd have been watching it. Yeah.
Yes, it'd have been on a loop on the iPlayer. Then I would have taken a screenshot and printed it off. And times it by 30 and just stuck it all over the house. No, I wouldn't really do that, would I, Thomas Pickles?
Yeah.
You've never really known me to do that, have you?
Shall we move on?
Oh, all right then, fair enough. All right, yes, anything there on desk 2, Thomas Pickles?
Yeah, right here. Then we're back to the rubbish bin collections. Well, is a bin collecting a basic right, or is it something that you should pay for?
Oh, right.
Bear in mind, you do have to pay. Well, you do pay for refuse collection.
Yes, we do. Council tax.
Within your council tax.
Yes, of course.
But what a lot of councils are now saying is, well, actually, it's not a basic right, you know. You should pay more for bin collecting if you want them collecting whenever you want them collecting. Angry householders and now going to have to wait a month, like 4 weeks, to get their rubbish collected.
Oh, God.
They've warned town hall bosses that they're actually creating a health risk.
No, they are. Yes, they certainly are.
Now, the council chiefs themselves have decided that, no, we're going to push ahead with this. And it may be controversial, but we're going to do it. Yeah.
The thing is, though, if it's only once a month, it's bad enough being once a fortnight. But all that's going to happen is people are just going to put black bags out. And as we know, with black bags, they end up halfway down the road because the foxes and people like George come and get them at night.
This is very true.
Then you end up cleaning your driveway out every morning because they've got into your bag.
That's
so imagine all the houses in neighbourhoods doing the same thing. It ain't going to go down too well, is it?
Not very well, no.
Yeah.
Well, apparently the environmental health experts have been in touch with the councils and turned out, oh, hang on a minute, this is a significant risk to health. It's also going to be a significant risk towards fly tipping. And they said also, what happens if somebody goes away during that particular month? They can't put the bin out.
Well, yes.
Because bear in mind, if you put your bin out a day early or a day late, you get fined.
Yeah, you have to do it like a stopwatch.
Yes.
You have to do it exactly when they say, and then you've got to bring your bin.
We don't have that where we are.
No, we're
You can put your bin out and just leave it there, it's fine. But in most places, if you put your bin out too early or too late, you do actually get a fine for it.
Yeah.
And they're saying if people are going away for a holiday or whatever on your collection day, that means unless you can get somebody else to do your bin, it's 8 weeks before your bin is emptied.
Well, you're not going to be able to put 8 weeks of rubbish in one of those bins. That's just impossible.
Well, this is also true. Yes.
You'd have to just go on the road, or, on the side of your house where you keep your bin. You'd have to just stack a load of black bags up there as well.
Yeah.
Well, you can't keep them in the house, can you?
Well, this is very true. Well, apparently this is
They'd
going to
probably
be...
say go to the tip. That would be their answer.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
The first council to actually do this is Conway in Wales. They're going to introduce a policy as from September of this year. And they also include second bins now for larger families. Now, what I can see the second bin is it's the same size as the normal larger bin used to be for families. So technically they're shrinking the bin as well.
Yeah, they are.
But they are saying that they will drop, now this is a really silly bit now, they will drop a bigger bin off if you're on holiday. Right, so if you miss a collection
for a price.
Yeah, if you missed your collection due to being on holiday, they will supply you with a bigger bin for a month.
Yeah, right.
Now the pilot scheme is going to be involving 11,000 homes apparently, which has already been accomplished, and it's left some residents describing the scheme as smelly and horrendous, with some small gardens in towns such as Colwyn Bay and Llandudno reportedly filled with bins overflowing with rubbish. Tweeting about the trial, resident Angela Francis said, "Streets filled with litter, bins spilled rubbish just lingering around, polluting the environment, health risk looks absolutely appalling. Seen my first right yesterday." Dan Cassidy, who started an online petition against policy, also spoke out in it, and he says, "It's a basic right to have bins collected weekly. These 4 weekly bin collections need getting rid of." Well, look at you, a weekly collection. Good heavens, I haven't had one of them for years. Now, the council reports say that the pilot scheme proved that fewer collections did not increase fly tipping. They also said it didn't sort of make any more bins fuller than what they were when they were only doing fortnightly picks. Now that to me I can't quite understand, can't quite believe either. And councils are committed to providing a good waste collection. The shape of these services has been changing as we get into recycling habits. Extending the collection frequency of black bag waste is a logical next step. So there you go.
Well, good luck with that one. I do hope they don't start bringing that in.
Well, it's been rolled out, as I said, in September in Wales, and England is going to roll it out within a couple of months after that, apparently. And, well, I think Scotland's already had a crack at this one, but it's been turned down, I'm not sure.
Mind you, I suppose you could say, that's fair enough then, go down to once a month, but we want a reduction in our council tax then,
Well,
please.
you could always go down that line, I suppose, yeah, and say, well, actually, no, because I'm paying for would be 52 pickups. Whereas if you're only going to have that, then I'm only paying for 26.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I think
why not?
I think it costs you about 10 quid to go to the tip as well.
It can do, yes. In
So
some
there we
places
go,
it is
yeah.
£10 to go to the tip. Other places are only £5. Some places apparently are charging over £20 for it as well.
Yeah. Or just dump it, find out where your local town hall is, where the council
Yeah.
in your town.
Go flight it on their steps.
And dump it on their steps, yeah.
Oh, failing that, of course, you can always go to the supermarket and bang it in their bins.
Oh, yeah, you could do, actually. Yeah. I advise you do it when there's no one around, though.
Yeah, I advise you not to do it, really, but there you go.
Oops! You wondered where that stuff had gone, hadn't you, when we got back?
Oh, dear.
Never mind.
I
Not
wonder
to
what
worry.
the bill was.
Yeah. Could have opened up the bin lid, couldn't you, told us Pickles? And it could have been worse. Cause
It could have been, yes, very much worse.
Could have popped out.
Yeah.
George!
Yorkshire, then the Yorkshire Dales National Park.
Who's?
Yorkshire Dales National Park.
Jolly good. Well worth going if you're in the area, then go. If you're not in the area, then go down to it. I would.
Yeah, they want to turn it into a dark sky reserve. They think
Really?
yeah, for
We'll have to get a
stargazers.
lot of lights turned off.
Oh, right. Well, according to this, then, it is a pretty dark place to be at night.
Well, it is a pretty dark place to be if you're down in like places such as Dolby Forest and stuff like that. That's pretty dark. It's
Oh, yeah, Dolby Forest. That was lovely.
Yeah.
We've been there, haven't we? Yeah.
Wait, it's maybe lovely now. It used to be far, far, far more lovely when I used to go down as a kid.
Aye. Well, that's it. When you left... where's Dolby Forest? Can't remember.
It's in Yorkshire.
Yorkshire. When you
Near
left...
Pickering.
That's right, yes, Pickering. When you left and you never went there...
Pickering and Whitby type of thing. You go on the Whitby Road
Yeah.
and back into Thornleydale.
Yes, lovely, isn't it? They had some nice snow last week, didn't
I
they?
bet they did, yes.
Yes, well, this means that if the Yorkshire Dales National Park do get the International Dark Sky Reserves, then that means the night sky is protected and restrictions will be introduced to prevent light pollution, which is what actually Yuka said. So you, yes, you're right there.
What?
What? Who's here?
I'm being nudged.
Oh no, is he the dog? Oh, dear.
What are you looking at that for? Clock.
Huh?
Clock. Hey, what do you do a time check?
Wants you to do a time check.
Yeah.
Is he the dog or is this Cock of the North?
Yes, Cock of the North.
Oh, it's Cock of the North. Oh,
Yes,
good
she
morning.
said, would you mind doing a time check, please?
Oh, I can do it. Oh. 3 minutes past 11.
So correct. Yes,
3!
Yes, I thought it might be as well.
2!
Hold on.
1! Oh, cock.
Rascal language.
Yes.
So Rascal's favourite number is the number 3. Yeah. Well, so anyway. Right, here's another one then for you. Yes, this is in Grimsby. Yeah, somebody decided by accident to bid £180,000 for a fairground carousel. He just did it for fun.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? Actually, I think he got that pretty cheap.
Yeah, 114-year-old roundabout was one of thousands of items sold from the Pleasure Island theme park in Cleethorpes when it closed down.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think he's got that pretty cheap, actually, if it's an old fairground ride.
Well, he said he did it by mistake. He didn't actually mean to buy it.
Which means he hasn't got the money to pay for it.
No.
Yeah, right.
So the auctioneer said, well, don't worry about it, then we'll let you off the hook. You don't actually have to buy it if you don't want to, because he says, oh, it wasn't
But he's into the contract. Well, he's got a very...
lucky.
Yeah, very lucky to escape that, yeah.
Yeah, they said the auction firm would not pursue the online bidder. So they said, no, that's
The
fine.
thing is, I mean, the auction firm will also know that it's well worth that money, so they can get rid of it again, or they'll go down to the next lowest bidder.
Well, they do sort of put it on eBay and that sort of thing, but you probably have to go down and collect it. Can you imagine a lorry like that turning up at your front drive?
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
A fairground on top of a lorry.
Yeah, but lovely, wouldn't it? Oh, I love that.
Especially if they delivered it to the wrong house.
Well, that's true, yes, yeah.
Nice, yes. Right. Oh, plastic. Good morning, well, dear. Right, a green think tank has warned that the risk of unintended consequences about concerns over plastic might make things worse. It wants to transform from the war on plastic to the war on plastic litter. So they're saying if they go ahead with this, it could actually make things worse before it makes it better. Sounds a bit like Brexit, really, doesn't it? Yeah, it certainly does. Yes. Right, okay. Tell Pickles, you have everything there on desk 8.
Right here then. Yeah. What do you think of mythical creatures?
What, like me mother?
Well, no. The mythical creature of Scotland is what?
Nicola Sturgeon.
No. The animal.
The Loch Ness Monster.
No.
Alex Salmond.
No. What is the symbol of Scotland in animal terms? It's like a horse.
Unicorn.
Correct, yes.
Oh, phew,
Is there such a thing as a unicorn?
Thistle. Yeah, correct.
Is there such a thing as a unicorn?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Right.
It's called Nicola Sturgeon. Yeah.
Jolly good. Right, Barclays Bank have a griffin.
Oh, do they?
Is there such a thing?
Yes.
You agree there may be a griffin?
I don't know. I've got no idea. What is it? I don't even know what a griffin is.
It's the emblem of Barclays Bank. It's a big
yeah. No, I don't know. I've just, I don't know.
Wales.
That's on the west of England.
Yes.
That exists. That's real, yes.
Yes. But what is their emblem?
Dragon?
Correct.
Oh my God.
So, do dragons exist?
Well, we know one in Edinburgh.
Yes. Now we're talking about the real fire-breathing, flames, smoke from nostrils dragon.
I don't know. I've never seen one, put it that way.
Well, no. I mean, nobody had everybody assumed that it's a myth type of thing that a dragon didn't exist, and that the thing didn't exist, a griffin and the unicorn doesn't exist, and this, that, and the other. But problem being is an archaeological dig in Africa has unearthed a fossil, and when it was checked out, it would appear to be a real life dragon.
Oh.
Now it struck fear, disbelief and amazement into the hearts of those who saw it, apparently. But what is the real mystery about it is it's actually got fangs, like a dragon has got fangs coming down.
Yeah.
It's also got smoke damage on the nostril side of its thing, and on the top of its mouth it has got fire damage.
Oh.
Now what they're actually saying is the head of this here thing, if you put it next to a picture of a dragon, it's absolutely perfect.
Oh.
Yes.
So they're saying there used to be one, and
they are saying that the actual dragon did exist.
Oh.
They reckon it was a prehistoric animal, obviously, and scientists believe that yes, a dragon could have existed because why not? Cows give off methane, correct? So they think it's a descendant from a cow.
They think a dragon is a descendant from a cow. They're going down that road then. Oh, really? Oh, right. Okay, no, I didn't.
They reckon that its diet may have been anything from the ground, which could have contained pieces of flint. As they crushed the flint, they would have ignited.
What do you mean? Sorry.
Well, the methane that they release, same as a cow does, which comes out to its mouth and not its rectum,
yes,
type of thing, would ignite. So therefore, they would throw out a flame. And after the flame goes out, what is left inside the lungs would come out the nose as smoke. So they're saying, yes, it is quite feasible that such an animal did actually exist.
Oh.
What they are more amazed about is the fact that the skull of the dragon is exactly the same as a depiction of a dragon on places like the Welsh flag and in books and stuff like that.
Oh, right. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness me. Oh, isn't it funny?
Oh.
Isn't it funny, the things that probably came before us, you think, no, that's just made up, that's not real, and yet all the time, then you find out, hang on a minute, there's these fossils under the ground that actually prove that they were really there. Yeah. Well, when you think about it, if you go into the future and you think that if ever human beings become extinct, somebody's going to end up as a fossil.
Well, true, yes.
So whoever comes after us...
We've already had a human fossil, of course. That was the thingy man, what do they call it? I can't think of his name now, but it's somewhere in England where they actually found a fossil of
Jimmy Savile?
No, caveman or something or other. Something like that.
Oh.
Ah, well.
That's probably an ancestor of yours because your surname comes from there.
Yes. Some scientists are rather sceptical about it and they reckon that it could be a rhinoceros.
A rhinoceros?
Yeah. Which looks absolutely nothing like a dragon, but there you go.
Yes. Oh dear. Oh, how odd.
Ooh,
this is odd as well. We used to live in the Isle of Skye, didn't we, 12 Days Pickles?
We did, yes. Which is no longer the Isle of Skye, it's just Isle of People.
It's got worse.
I'm not surprised.
It's got a lot worse. In Portree now, in the evening, people are now being urged by the police to carry one of them new safety devices that you pull it and it makes that, I think it's like that
alarm.
Alarm. Yes, because there's been a few people been attacked in Portree at night.
Well, yes, I'm not surprised. I mean, if you remember, before we left, I was in the Chinese, and the lad walked in, and he knew the girl behind the counter, and he said, "What could have done with you on Saturday night?" And he said, "What for?" He said, "I needed a wingman." And he said, "You needed a wingman in Portree?" I said, "Yeah, damn right we did." So we were set upon by a crowd of lads.
Oh my goodness, I don't know.
And apparently the last who served was a karate black belt. And she taught karate during the daytime. I went to the Chinese at night time.
Right, yes.
And he said, he said, "We could have really done with you." He said, the police could have done with you. It really took them half an hour to break it up.
Oh, gosh.
And he said, because the local lad just got out of the way and left them to it. He said,
so I take it this bunch of people then were, not from the area?
No, they were tourists. They were tourists that had been coming in for a stag night or whatever.
Oh, right.
And they started fighting the local hotel, which is on the corner near the bus station. And it sort of spread out onto the street and then gone into the next bar down the road, where it continued. And apparently it took the police half an hour to break it up that particular night. And the lads behind the counter just couldn't believe that there was actually trouble in Portree. He said, "I've lived here all my life, so I've never ever seen anybody throw a punch." And the lad turned around and said, "Well, this year up to now, I must have seen about 6.
Yeah, but it's not the locals doing it though, it's the people that are coming on holiday that are...
It's alright saying
is it?
It's
we
alright saying
it's
only the tourists and stuff like that. It's a bit of give and take. I mean, it's absolutely 1 and 6 of the other, I would say.
Yes.
Personally.
Yes.
But it was getting a bit more rougher before we left.
Yeah, we were there about 3 years, 4 years maybe, it changed dramatically, hasn't it?
When we first got there, you could either walk around there at midnight in pitch black and not worry a thing about it. And by the time we come to leave, you were sort of woman in and out and be thinking, maybe I won't go out just yet, or I'm making damn sure I've got a torch and a dog.
Yeah, or just don't go at all.
Just don't go at all.
Yeah, I know the Isle of Skye hasn't half changed, doesn't it?
You're not kidding, yes.
Yeah, it's going to end up, don't you think, like a Blackpool or something like that, maybe?
I doubt it'll get like Blackpool because it hasn't got, going back to the infrastructure for tourists, it hasn't got it.
No, not yet.
So it's not going to become a massive family resort, I don't think.
No.
It is becoming a retreat for most people. The only problem is, of course, the retreat side of it now is gone because it's not big enough. There's too many people going there.
There is, yes.
I would say it's going to get pretty big. Yeah, you're probably looking at something like maybe I don't know, some of the inner city ones, Pickles and places like that, which is starting to get a bit overflooded. And where there's more coaches go on to Portree now than what there was when we first went. I mean, we used to see the odd coach parked up at the hotel in wherever it may have been, between the bridge and Portree itself. And you'd see the coaches parked up at the bigger hotels there. And we'd maybe see one a week or whatever. Now, before we left and you passed that car park, there was about 6 or 7 coaches parked up. When you come into Portree, there's about another 6 or 7 coaches parked up. And it was just a mass of sort of people coming in, spending 2 nights, 3 nights, 4 nights, 5 nights, whatever it may be. And got to that point where even businesses couldn't go with the business. I mean, every business person I spoke to in Portree was sat there saying, well, we can't handle it, we can't cope, because people won't deliver to us. Now, we know the difficulty of deliveries. We're living on Portree, we've gone through it many, many times with different wagon companies and things. But not only will they not deliver when they're prepared to deliver, they can't get to you.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, a lorry driver has only got so many hours he's allowed to drive. He could spend his 10 hours driving from the bridge down to Portree, do another couple of drops. By the time he got back to the bridge, his time was up.
Well, technically, it should only take an hour to get to Portrait, but as you know, with all the tourists and caravans that won't pull over to let the faster cars pass.
This is also true. I mean, there's plenty of signs telling people, please pull into the passing places, let faster cars are past, and, things like this, but they don't. They'd like to stop in the middle of the road and get out and take photos.
But they won't let anybody else through, will they? No, I know. Funny enough, the foreigners were the best ones. They would let you pass, wouldn't they?
They always. If you saw a foreign number plate, you could always guarantee we'll put it into the next place and let you past.
Yeah. Right, okay then. Pigs. Yes, they now outnumber people in Denmark.
Ooh.
Oh, yes, they do, yeah.
Snokers.
Yeah, the European agency Eurostat said that with a population of about 150 million pigs in the EU, they far outnumber other kind of, people, really, especially in Denmark. So they've beaten them. It makes me laugh who actually counts them. There must be somebody there with a clipboard and a pen going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and
if you think about it, that island not so long ago that had the little penguins on, and it turned on and said there's 1 million so many 100,000 and so many thousand and 21, and the person who was on the TV at the particular time in the morning, it was a BBC breakfast, I think it was down, and he turned on and he said that was a bit of an exact number. He said, I said, well, we can be exact. He said, we've counted every one of them. He said, we've done a head count.
Yes.
And he said, you've really done all these by head count? He said, yeah. He said, which is quite possible nowadays. He said, can you take an aerial photograph? He said, you don't go around going 1, 2, 3, 4, damn, that was low, start again.
I know,
So you take an instant photograph of the whole area. He said, then you count them that way. And he said, so we can tell you exactly how many is on there. And they were all manually counted. So, in today's technology and stuff,
very clever.
They can actually do this, it's no problem.
Yeah, very good. Well done. Yeah, it's jolly good stuff. Right, okay then. Coming up for 11:20, so it's back to desk 3 then. To the Pickles.
Okie dokie. Let's have a little bit. We haven't played this one for ages. I'm sure it'll make the little lad's day. And it's Lulu with I'm a Tiger.
Croft UK Radio is on Facebook and Twitter. You can find us at facebook.com/Croft UK Radio, or you can follow us on Twitter at Croft UK Radio. We're also on Skype, Croft UK Radio. This is Croft UK Radio, your distant local radio station. nhir.co.uk and croftukradio.co.uk.
Morning, it's coming up for 11:30. I'm Rebecca Pickles, the blow-up character 12 Pickles. He's here as well. Yes. Yes. Oh, did you know birds sleep as they fly? They have a nap.
Yes.
The team in Germany has found this. They sleep mid-flight because they fitted them with a small brain activity monitor, and to move their track is where they fly off to as well. Yes. Birds that have got red breasts can fly continuously for up to...
Robin Hood, right?
One of them, yeah. They can fly continuously for up to 2 months without even landing to take a sleep. But they found that, actually, a lot of them fly for an average 41 minutes a day before having a kip. Yeah, so they've done some studies on these actual birds as well, so that's nice, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that's a point. Spring Watch, is it coming back this year? They're ever so quiet.
I'm not so sure whether it's still running or not, to be honest. I haven't seen anything advertised for it, but then again, I haven't really looked for it either this year because I've sort of fallen out a little bit with Spring Watch.
He's falling out a little bit with Spring Watch.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I mean, it's one of those programs that how far can they go with something? And you sort of got the three presenters, and they do the same thing.
They do the same thing. Yes, I see what you mean. Yes, it's the same thing every season now that they do it, don't they? And you think, right, you almost know the script and which way they're going to go next.
I mean, it's not as though animals or creatures and stuff differ from season to season every year. I mean, yes, they do differ from season to season, but every year they don't. So season 1 is about deers and rocking and things like this. And then you come to season 1 next year, and it's back to deers rocking again. Maybe in a different place, but the same thing.
Yeah.
They seem to have now covered... I mean, I can remember 2 years ago when there was on about the... a bird that lives on in the snow mountains and stuff like this. And they say, well, it's very rare you actually see these, and yet they've managed to do this same bird now, which is the snow grouse. The snow grouse. Yeah. They've done this every time it snows. Now they've gone out and found one. Oh look, another snow grouse. Very rare you see that.
Well, he was following one, wasn't he, a few years ago? The cuckoo.
Yes, yeah.
I think that popped off. Mind you, if you do watch Spring Watch with Chris Packham. I know the other ones are on there as well, but each...
Michaela.
Yes, the one with the woolly hat that goes oot and a boot.
Yeah.
If you notice Chris Packham, though, he's slowly, gradually turning into a bird himself.
Yeah.
He's got the very good features of one. He's going to grow feathers next. Unless, of course, he's already got feathers, but has to shave them off before the show.
He probably has.
Yes. Oh, right. Now, have you heard of a smart carpet?
A smart carpet?
They're bringing these out.
Is he going to tell you when he's dirty and he vacuumed it?
No, you're
not going to sit there on night time trying to watch telly and the carpet's going to light up. You'll have a message on Facebook.
Basically, yes, you're right.
Oh my God.
A digital carpet uses LED lights.
Oh.
Yes, it's got a special translucent surface because it can be programmed to convey your messages, especially if you walk on it. It can also be plugged into live internet feeds as well. So, yeah, you could be sat there and then all of a sudden your carpet says you got a message on Fartbook. Nice, isn't it? Yeah. They say they're not quite sure what will happen, though, if you spilt water on it or something like that, whether you would actually get electrocuted in your house if you walked on the carpet at the same time. Apparently they don't recommend that one too well. Yeah. Right, cheers. All right, then, Thomas Pickles, you have anything exciting there on Desk 6?
Somebody's on about the National Health Service, which have been, of course, privatised in slowly little bits or big chunks, whichever way around you want to put it. And they've actually found the original leaflet that was sent to every house in the UK. Well, in England at that particular time.
To do with what, when the NHS
To do with the National Health Service.
Oh.
And he starts off with big bold writing, the new National Health Service affects us all, starting the 5th of July, which will have been in whatever it was.
1940 or...
5, was it 1945?
Something like that, yeah.
And it says, like, the actual first paragraph says, your new National Health Service begins on 5th of July. What is it? How do you get it? It will provide you with all medical, dental and nursing care. Everyone, rich or poor, man, woman or child, can use it or any part of it. There are no charges except for a few special items. There are no insurance qualifications, but it is not a charity. You are all paying for it, mainly a taxpayer, and it will relieve your money worries in time of illness.
Oh.
How things have changed.
Yeah, just slightly, yeah. Yeah. Oh well, so that would probably sounds like to me then when they were first bringing it out and everyone got these letters to say But they should have put an asterisk at the bottom, shouldn't they?
You shouldn't really.
And said, but don't worry, because by 2016, Brexit will stop this. Right, so. Dog owners are more assertive than others. German sociologists have found that people who are domineering are more likely to own a dog. Yes. When men interact with attractive women, they become cognitively impaired, according to scientists.
Oh, you moved on to scientists, yes.
No, that's fine, yes. Yes. The ability to lie, it peaks in young adulthood and then gradually goes downwards. I've never lied in my life, have you?
No.
Good grief, wouldn't even think about it. No. Especially when I phone my mother up at night and I say, right, Mother, I'll phone you again at Christmas because I'm out.
I'm temporarily unavailable, I died recently.
Yes. Right. Lip balm.
Lip balm.
Yes.
You know, some of that can cost £650.
Pardon?
Some of it can cost £650 to £800 for a lip balm.
Can it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not.
There was one out for Mother's Day on Sunday, and it was with a proprietary store in London, mentioning no names such as Harrods. And apparently, you could have a tube of lipstick, and it came with a free dispenser. I always thought lipstick came in a dispenser anyway.
Yeah.
But it came with a free dispenser. And it was only going to cost you £1,600. And it was advertised for the mother you love the most.
Oh.
Now, one thing that is slightly worrying about that is, firstly, who would give the mother a tube of lipstick at £1.5 grand? And secondly, what does it mean by the mother you love the most?
What?
The mother you love the most.
That'd be a bit difficult, wouldn't it? You've only got one.
Yeah. Doesn't quite. I mean,
unless you can swap them at birth. So I don't want this one now.
It just doesn't seem to. I don't do that. I mean, even if they've got divorced, split up, and remarried, and you're living with your stepmother, you still can't sit there and say to your mother, "You are the mother I love the most." In retrospect, you probably could, but you can't, because the way nobody says the mother you love the most, you've only, like you say, got one mother, regardless whether you've got 10, 15, 20 stepmothers. You've still only got one mother. And it just doesn't add up at all. And also, imagine people who do have step-parents, and they can afford to give a tube of this here lipstick to, say, the step-parent. What's your original mother going to think?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
weird.
Yes, you're right there then. Well, you just got to do it in secret and just hope the other one doesn't find out. Just got to hope they don't post it on Fartbook.
True.
Yeah, that's right. Then. Well, other things you can do with lip balm then, you can shine leather shoes with it.
Apparently, yes, yeah.
Drawers or windows. Drawers or windows.
Drawers or windows?
Yeah.
Or shine them?
No, you can lubricate them for opening and closing them better.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're going skiing and you want to prevent windburn, put it on your face.
Oh.
But you can only go skiing to do this, apparently. You can't do it any other time. Oh no, not doing that. Oh no. Lubricate threads of outdoor light bulbs for easier removal. Yes. Apply to your nails or screws to make penetration into wood easier.
Yes, yeah. Well, normally you would use Vaseline or something like that, yeah.
You would, yeah. You can also remove a stuck ring from your finger as well.
You can, yes.
Yes, apply to your nose if it's sore. That's meant to help it as well. Yeah. All these daft things that you can do. And like you say, though, a lot of them you can actually do with Vaseline, can't you, really?
Oh, you can, yes. Yeah, the more it's going on the same line as that. And WD-40, of course, that had in fact, actually, WD-40, you can buy a book of the things you can use it on. Some of them are very weird and wacky, yeah, but you can actually buy a book of what you can use WD-40 on. Yeah.
Right, yes. Oh.
It'll be like these vinegar books that come out every now and again, 1001 ways to use vinegar.
Actually, that's a point then. Could you put it on somebody's kitchen or bathroom floor? Somebody that you don't particularly like.
Well, you could do.
they're
It'd
gonna-
be dangerous, though, wouldn't it?
No, but it'd be funny.
I presume it would be funny, yes.
Yes.
Maybe making a comic film or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, but don't tell them, obviously. Oh, no, you mustn't tell them.
No.
No, God, okay then. Right, anything else that you might have on desk 9? What Pickles?
Yeah, this is actually a statement which
Yeah.
has come out by a Scottish MP. And it is it's quite interesting because it says, so the Institute of Fiscal Studies have stated that the UK government will have to raise an additional £30 billion in taxes a year by 2025. That should be easy peasy. Just tax Amazon, Costa, etc. and close the tax haven loopholes the rich and the Tories love to use. This will raise at least an extra £30 billion. So there you go.
Yeah.
But technically, he's right in what he says. For once, I'm with somebody from Scotland side, you know.
Well, I suppose though, if you're looking at popping off in the near future, you could always maybe think about leaving some money in your will to go off to the UK deficit. Apparently, it's not. Am I right? That's what.
Oh, good. Hang on a minute. I've just read the other part of this.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh
right.
dear. Go on then.
Or you could pay less in DWP payments, like pensions, family allowance, etc. Yes, you, the real backbone of this country, the people. But by voting yes in IndyRef 2 or SNP in all elections will prevent higher personal taxes, as moves are afoot to tax businesses on their sales, non their easily avoidable profits, and have a progressive personal tax system in by taxing those who can afford it a little more, Seo Alba. There you go.
Oh dear. Never mind. Yeah, sorry. Okay then, right. Time is now 20 to 12. Yes, it's here. Right, Thomas Pickles, would you like to float back now to desk 3?
Yeah, we can do. Let's have a little bit of the woodcutters and hillbilly rock.
You can contact the Croft UK Radio and North Highlands and Islands Radio morning show with Rebecca Pickles, the blow-up character 12 Des Pickles, Rascal the dog, Scruffy the dog and Izzy the dog by email ms@croftukradio.co.uk. You can message us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Croft UK Radio, or you can follow us on Twitter or contact us through Skype at Croft UK Radio. This is Croft UK Radio and North Highlands and Islands Radio, your distant local radio station, nhir.co.uk and croftukradio.co.uk.
Well, then, there we go. Yes, Thomas Pickles, the time is 10 to 12.
Yeah.
Somebody's accidentally selling moon landing bags.
Oh, sorry, selling moon landing bags.
Yeah, it's from the Apollo 11. Yeah, they want it back though. Going back to 1969, these are. Someone came home and thought, oh, these are nice. What are these? Oh, they're moon samples. And they've been stuck in a bag.
Yeah, we once covered this sort of story
Weren't
about
you,
moon
was it?
dust. No, it wasn't.
Oh, right,
we
that's
covered
all right
this about
then.
moon dust a few years back.
Oh, moon dust, yeah.
Yeah.
That's something you
And,
put on your hair, isn't it?
No, I think it was on like radio actually. And what it actually was, when the spaceship came back with all this here moon dust and stuff, they give so much moon dust away to every leader, president, prime minister and stuff in the world.
George!
No, he didn't get one because he wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
And they actually thought a couple of years ago, well, let's just phone them all up and ask them if they've still got it. Out of all the leaders in the world and stuff like that, only 2 admitted that they still actually had it. The rest of them had thrown it away, lost it, was in a drawer somewhere or tucked off, whatever. But then they started looking at the population, and there was more people who had moon dust and moon rocks than could have possibly been brought down from the moon.
Yeah, well, it's quite easy, isn't it? Just collect a load of dust or take it out your Hoover when you next empty it and then just make out, oh, look, I can stick this on eBay.
Yeah.
Lots of dust here.
I mean,
it's from the moon.
Yeah, if I remember rightly, even the London's
from the
Science
Cairo
Museum had lost theirs. Do you know what it was?
They lost it.
Yeah, they had no idea what it was.
Oh, gone. Piff, paff, poof. Oh dear. Well, that wasn't very good, was it? What did they... Well, I suppose really you could do all sorts of things, couldn't you?
Yeah, make money.
Oh, you think that's what they did?
Well, yeah, but majority have been sold somewhere around.
Would you really, though? Would you really go on eBay and buy something like that when you think, well, hang on a minute,
Well,
I bet it's snot.
Yeah, well, idiot, well, snot, who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, idiots throughout the world bought Titanic coal.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, I wrote on many of the message boards and this, that and the other, saying, hey, well, why are you buying number coal? That's bought it from the Titanic. Just whip out on the moors or somewhere or other and pick a piece up. It's exactly the same bloody stuff. You can't prove it on the Titanic anyway. It's a load of rubbish. And half of the coal that was sold wasn't even from the Titanic.
No.
You know, I just can't stand people.
Oh, that's a point. I never thought of that. We've got a bit of coal, haven't we?
Oh, we have, yeah. Well, if you get a little case and just put a small cardboard tab on and say a piece of coal from the Titanic, there you go.
I never thought of that. Oh. Oh, yes. Mind you, you've got to be a little bit careful because Izzy the dog was more likely than not to eat it because she loves putting things in her mouth.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen the breaking news by any chance?
No.
Oh, well, no, we're not. It's 8 minutes before Prime Minister's question time. Breaking news says
she's resigned.
No,
she's gone.
No. Oh. It says UK calls for urgent meeting of UN Security Council over poisoning of a former Russian double agent in Salisbury. In other words, she wants to escape all the questions about this here thing on Prime Minister's questions and sit there and say we're having meetings with the UN Security Council. We can't say anything about it at the moment.
Yeah, I knew there'd be something up her sleeve.
Oh, yeah, she's covered herself pretty well once again.
Yeah.
Miss Non-Stick Fancy Pants.
Alright, well then, that'd be one way to get rid of it, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Sore throat, apple cider and vinegar and salt might work.
Oh, I like the apple cider bit. I'm not quite sure about the salt and vinegar.
Yeah,
So you could have a glass of cider, I suppose, and a pack of salt and vinegar crisps. Would that work?
it might do. There's only one way to find out. Ginger, honey and lemon with water. That can help.
Yeah, ginger, honey with whiskey. That works better.
That would work. I agree with you there. Yeah. Oh, tomato juice, apparently. I've not tried that one.
The dreaded tomatoes. It raises his head again. As I've been told by many different people, heart surgeons, diabetic clinics and stuff like that, don't touch tomatoes.
Oh dear.
The demon of the fruit world. Vegetable world.
Vegetable oil. Well, you're not allowed to touch that either,
No,
are
vegetable
you?
world. I've said fruit world. Tomatoes aren't a fruit, they're a vegetable.
They certainly are. Yes. Hey? No, they're not. That's
No,
the
they're
other-
fruit.
They're a
That's it, you've
fruit.
got seeds.
Yeah.
They're
Yes,
fruit.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. Yeah. Well, if you run out of pencils, fear not. There's enough carbon in your body to make 9,000 of the damn things.
It doesn't work when you try a pencil sharpener on your finger.
Oh, thank you very much for reminding me that the pencil sharpener's vanished.
Have you looked in the mouse holes? They've maybe started writing things around in there or something.
It's annoying when something's been stuck somewhere in a place that you keep looking at for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks until you need to use it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's gone.
Yeah, we have the same problem with Mum, don't we, Dad? We do, love, yes.
I know.
Yes.
And you just can't find it anywhere. And you think, I know where it was. It's been moved. It's gone. Yes, and we still haven't found it, have we?
No.
No.
Where's the pencil sharpener? On the table. On this occasion, you are wrong.
It's gone, it's vanished, yes. Oh well, never mind. Right, what Pickles, have you got one before we,
Well...
Or do you just want to back up and go to bed?
It's been a wonderful week this week, really.
Oh, it certainly has, yes.
We're on to Wednesday.
Wednesday, bin day.
Yes, not allowed to eat vegetables, not allowed to eat fruit, because they all go with everything that I take or have. and it'll make things worse. Can't have a Chinese meal because it's loaded with salt, and that's also a problem.
Oh dear, no. What can you eat? Nothing.
Well, at the moment I haven't found a great deal.
Next they'll be asking you to wear an oxygen mask because the air isn't clean enough and it could be dangerous for people with diabetes.
Do we really want to go around looking like Japanese people?
Well, probably a lot of us already do.
Maybe do, yes. Yes. Well, nowadays, snoring.
Snoring?
Yeah. Apparently I can't snore anymore either because it'll give you a heart attack.
Oh.
And bleeding gums mean you've got diabetes.
Have you got bleeding gums?
No, I did used to have, yeah. I got diabetes.
Oh, you haven't hardly got any teeth now anyway, have you? They all keep popping out.
Yeah.
You're not growing another set, are you?
No, thank God.
Oh, lovely.
I'm quite happy with them all gone. Well, apparently a dentist... No, bless them. Oh, good. Well, a dentist has come up with a list of things, and he reckons that the way people smile is a big show on their health because of different reasons with the smiles and things like that. So, there you go.
Yes. Oh, well then.
I'll just read this out really, really quick for you. Now, apparently he also knows how you should breathe.
Oh,
okay, so before every meal, take 5 deep, slow breaths through your nose. Breathe in for 3 seconds and breathe out for 4 to 5 seconds. This will help to switch on your parasympathetic nervous system and you'll absorb nutrients from food more effectively. So there you go.
No, didn't know that one then.
Yeah.
So at the moment then, breathing is still reasonably good for you?
It's still pretty good for you, yeah, apparently.
Oh, lovely.
I wonder if combined harvest as well.
Right, yes, we are back tomorrow at 9 o'clock.
We certainly is, yes.
So I hope you have a lovely day. And what would you like to play out with then on Desk 3?
I think we'll have a little bit of all the Wurzels and combined harvester. So till tomorrow, have a great day. Taddy bye.
The Croft UK Radio and the North Highlands and Islands Radio Morning Show. Brought to you by Rebecca Pickles and Graham Pickles. For more information on our radio shows and productions, please visit our website, croftukradio.co.uk, or you can email us at production@croftukradio.co.uk.